Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Awesome Creation channel. So following on from my previous video about designing and building my own forge, I have had another little play around with it, and I've managed to get it running really well. Got it up to a super hot temperature yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't record any of what I did yesterday due to some recording errors, and those errors being I forgot to bring the camera out. So yeah, my bad. I'm just going to show you how the forge is looking today. I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of its current state. So after heating it up yesterday, we had some cracks appear in the bricks, but they're not too bad. They're not leaking any gases out there. The heat's not coming out at all. It's still coming out of the door area here, and so structurally it is still absolutely sound. One thing you may have noticed that I've changed is it's no longer sitting on my workbench. I acquired this huge chunk of metal with my fly press, which I got from my brother. So I don't actually know what this is for. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the fly press. Still having to use a couple of extra bricks, fire bricks that I've got for a hearth, but that's working out well. Yeah, so it's no need to change this at the moment. In the future, when I build another forge, after I'll see how long this one lasts for, and if I do need to build another one, then I'll probably make some adaptations to it. What I would recommend is, if you are going to build your own forge based on my designer tool, possibly these threaded bars, make them a little bit longer so that the forge stands up off of a workbench or a work surface, you know, because of the burning problem that I had there on my workbench. But other than that, I don't think I'm changing much else about it. I'm very, very pleased with it. Yeah, very pleased. Also yesterday, once when the forge got up to temperature, this piece of round bar that I was working on, I just made flat, and I made it a little bit more flatter, and then I put a curl on it. Yeah, it's not smooth, but do you know what? It was really good fun to work with. It was nice. It's all about the learning process. So what I'm going to be doing today is heating that up, and I'm going to try and build, or actually try and make my own tongs. As I said in the previous video, the tongs are essential, an essential piece of kit. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to try and keep this video as short as possible, and hopefully you won't get bored. So the tongs I'm going to be making today are just a basic set of flat tongs. They're not going to be very long. I don't know exactly the measurements I'm going to be making them yet. I have watched a video from the Black Bear Forge, and the guy on that is very, very good. He can show you how to make all kinds of tools. I've watched his video on making tongs, and I'm pretty confident I can do something similar. As long as I've got a pair of tongs that I've built to forge with, I'm going to be happy with that. So yeah, I'm not expecting these to be a masterpiece, but I am looking forward to just working with the metal, having a purpose, and hopefully hopefully I'll come up with some tongs at the end of it. We'll see. So I was just trying to draw the metal out there by making it thinner. You're then stretching the metal out. Imagine it like really hot dough. Do you know what? That's a terrible analogy. Don't even know why I thought about that. It's not like dough at all. Do you know what? There's nothing like it. There's nothing. You can't say what it's like or anything. No, that was awful. So what you're doing is heating up the metal so it becomes soft to then become pliable. That's the first time I've tried drawing anything out. I don't know if I was doing it right. It got a little bit thinner. I've got to grind those bits off there. Ow. It got a little bit thinner, but I can see this is going to take a while. I might be a bit ambitious trying to do something like this on my first go, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll just show you quickly. Well, it's changing shape, that's for sure. I'm wondering if the round bar that I'm using, it's as thick as my little finger here, I think it might be a bit too thick. Yeah, might be a little bit too thick. I might have to try some different material. First of all, I'm going to grind the nuts off of the excess bar off of this. It's dangerous, that is. So I have just found some square bar, some solid square bar. Now this is 12mm by 12mm. That round bar was in fact 16mm. So this is a little bit smaller. It's a nice length, and I think this is going to be a little bit easier to shape, because it's almost the shapes that I need, you know. So I think all I need to do is draw out this end a few inches. I think about trying 6 inches. Draw that out into a nice rounded kind of shape, and then flatten the end of the tongs, and then try and do it twice and put a twist in it as well. Like I said, I've watched another video about how to do this. I probably am being a bit ambitious in doing this as my first project, but I am very impatient. I haven't got anything else to do either, so if it doesn't work, I'll try again. Now, maybe I'm just being a bit impatient. I don't feel like I'm moving enough of the metal with this hammer. So I'm gonna have a little go with the club hammer. It's got a little bit more weight to it. Shorter handle, I don't like that. I think I like a longer handled club hammer, but yeah, I don't know, but you know, still figuring it out. Okay, I think I made a little bit of progress there. Swinging the club hammer around does take up a lot more energy, and yeah, it's hurting my hand a bit. But yeah, still technique. But you know, I think we're getting there. So the first piece of metal that I was working on earlier, I've now just cut the end off. I've still got about 4.5, maybe 5 inches of square bar left to make the rest of the tongs. I'm going to taper these out. I'm going to draw this material out just a little bit more, make the handles a little bit longer, and then eventually flatten this, give it a twist, and that should be one part of the tongs done, and then I'll try and get the other piece to match. tongs is ready to put the twist in. Just got to try and remember the way it goes. Now this is, I'm following the instructions from Black Bear Forge. Oh shit, this is hot. There we go. That's really hot. Now, for a right-handed person, you want left-handed tongs, or tongs that roll into the left hand. So I'm pretty sure I do a left-hand turn. So 90 degrees. That's a 90-degree twist. Yeah, I think so. That looks alright. Quite pleased with that. And then I'm going to try and flat this area out here, keeping that, it's hot, keeping this as flat as possible to the handle. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. I'll put that back in anyway. I'm really looking forward to having these tongs done, because as you can see, where the metal is tapered out, where it gets thinner, it transfers the heat a lot quicker. So even though the heat's all the way at that end, it's really burning through my gloves. So I really am looking forward to getting these tongs done. Okay, so now I'm just going to size up the tongs together. So this is one side. This is all still very, very hot. Got a little bit of a twist. I've lost the twist ever so slightly when I was trying to straighten up this where I want the hole to go and the bolt to keep them together. But that's okay, that was anticipated. So now I just want to make sure the other side is matching this side. With regards to length. So I think the handles aren't looking too bad. This one's still a little bit thicker, I think. Could probably do with tapering out. It's just probably about half an inch out. I'm just going to taper this side out about half an inch and then call it a day. I think we've done really well so far today. Yeah, all a learning experience. It's very hot in here. I'm getting hot, I'm getting tired, and I need food. So yeah, thanks very much for joining me today, and yeah, hopefully the next video will be completing the tongs. Thank you.